Alright, what is going on, guys? Today we're doing some one-on-one coaching with my good friend, Alec. Alec, what up?
Hello.
Say hello to everyone. Feel free to introduce yourself and be like, hey, this is what I do.
So, I'm Alec Balage. I'm a wedding videographer only. And I'm also studying at Ryerson University for film studies. So, yeah, I'm like in the film industry, but I'm also in love with wedding videography. It's a good way to make money and to travel, and it keeps my creative vibes going. So I need more tips, and I need Jeremy's wisdom to get me going. So,
oh, you're too kind. Yes, but we're gonna book you up for this summer and next summer. So basically today, Alec wants to learn how he can market his business more to get more bookings, because right now he does amazing work. And I know you guys can relate that even if you have amazing work, if you can't get it out to the right people, you're not going to be booked up totally for the entire season. So what are you feeling right now? Yeah.
Like right now, I don't have that many weddings. Like I've got enough, but my goal was to get more. So I just find why not try, the extra mile to just really work for it.
Totally. And that's what we're talking about today. So when I ever want to start to book something or make a side hustle or something, I always start off with what do I actually want to achieve so I can work towards that. I'm sure you've already done it, but I just want to talk it through so everybody listening can, if you're comfortable saying some of your goals. If not, you can tell us fake goals so we don't know that you actually want to conquer the world or something. So this summer, next summer, how many weddings would you want to book?
Well, this summer I would like to at least book more than 10.
Right.
Which I don't have. Right now, I only have, I think, about 6 weddings.
Nice. So we need to book 4 more to hit your goal. That's really awesome.
Least. I mean, if I can get like 15, I think would be like insane. But realistically, I think 4 more would be great. But if I can get more than that, I'd be much happier as well. But yeah.
Totally. That's very doable. So with videography, what's awesome about what in the position you're right now is that at this stage of the game, a lot of couples have already booked their wedding photographer, but they're sometimes second guessing if they should get a wedding videographer. So for you, like we were already talking about, like running a last minute deal, that'd be awesome. It's not too late to hire your wedding videographer type of ad, because a lot of people, I've booked wedding videography a month before a wedding in the middle of wedding season, because people, that's kind of like their second priority, even though wedding videography, in my opinion, is a little more important than photography. They're both amazing. Yeah. All right, so you want to book 5 more. That's awesome. That's so doable.
Yeah?
Yes.
I don't know. Okay, I mean, I'll try my best. Yeah,
totally.
I want to.
All right, so let's talk about marketing. What have you done so far to get those 9 so far, or those 10?
So far, what I've been doing a lot, I've been getting most of my clients through my Facebook page. And the great thing is that I do have a lot of activity on my Facebook page. I don't actually keep it active as much as I should, but a lot of people follow it whenever I do have some, posts. Right. So that's like a huge way, because people do message me a lot saying what's your send me your package, whatever. Then I send them like a PDF file of my different services that I offer, and the deals with the travel expenses and all that. Totally. And then I also get a lot of people from my website. Yeah. But Instagram, I've never ever booked a wedding through my Instagram account, which is specifically my business for wedding videography Instagram.
Right.
So that's like one thing I'm like curious about is, how to really approach people through Instagram, because it is getting the big thing. But Facebook and my website is the most, the top 2.
Right.
The only 2.
Awesome. So let's talk about social media to begin with. Facebook and Instagram. When you post on Instagram and Facebook, you're going to post it onto your Facebook page, your Instagram page. Your friends are going to see it. Your hashtags are going to be there. Maybe your mom and your mom's best friend share it, which is awesome. So that is called organic reach, as you already know. So like that's just like you're in your own inner network, which is really powerful to hit that. And that's how you're getting a lot of the business, which is awesome. The next thing that you and I are going to tap into is paid reach. Now this is where you can actually start to hit those targets and hit those goals, because what we're going to do is set up an ad. We're going to set up an ad. We're going to make a photo. We're going to put some ad copy. We're going to have a call to action that says, go to my website to learn more. And then we're going to pay that ad to be in front of couples engaged brides that or engaged fiance or what have you, and they're going to see it on their Facebook feed. So you get to choose what that ad is shown in front of. So you make the ad, and then you tell Facebook, I want it to be shown to just engaged couples that live in Toronto. They have to like puppies, they have to like coffee, they have to be hipsters. In addition, they have to like adventure photography. Like, you can choose their interests. You can choose their income level. You can choose where they live. You can choose everything. So we're going to show you how to do that.
So would it be smart if I would do a ad for, let's say, because like the gay wedding that I shot, would it be smart to do only like reaching out to gay couples?
Yeah, there's definitely an
have
option
a gay
to do that.
video, and then another ad which is, you know, like early or like whatever mid-20s. Fun people, whatever, like getting married. Yeah. Like a general audience.
Awesome. So what we'll do 2 ads because you have 2 demographics that you want to hit. You want a general nice couple that's awesome and rad, and then you want, you know, the awesome gay weddings, which is super fun for you. So So there's actually options to show. So you can't see it right now, unfortunately, but right now I'm in the behind the scenes of Facebook marketing. I'm going to set up an ad as if we're targeting to a normal couple, and not normal, but like the first segment.
Yeah, just the more general.
Totally, like just a general. So you can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. So in the behind the scenes right now, I'm an ads manager. What you're going to do is set up an engagement ad. So you're going to click engagement, and then you're going to name it Toronto ad. You're going to name it Alec Book last minute, and then you're going to choose to book. To make this ad to Toronto only, and then you can make it that they live around there, and then you can choose the age between. They have to be between ages 19 to 28. That's going to be your target. Yeah. It can be anything. You get to choose, and then you get to choose.
So is it smarter to maybe even like go even more specific, like 25 to 28, or is it better to have some sort of wider range?
I prefer doing like 20, at least 20 or at least 19, because some people get engaged super young. Like if I can get a 19-year-old, that's sweet. They're so young and they probably want to work with you because
you're right.
We're the younger videographers in town, so that'd be awesome. Cool. So now you always want them. So there's the detailed targeting. That's what we're looking at right now. So you want to choose engaged first, and then if you see there's a button that says narrow audience, if you click that, now they have to be engaged plus they have to be whatever you choose below. So you can choose coffee. They have to be engaged, plus they have to like coffee. Because usually you're probably going to get along with someone that likes coffee, right?
No, so basically, or like wine.
Yeah. Wine, yes, you can do wine. So what I did, basically how I learned of what should I do, basically I put myself, like what I'm interested in. I looked at all those interests. So I like photography, I like investing, I like making YouTube videos, I like influencers, I like Instagram, I like adventures, mountains, traveling, and books. I love self-improvement. So I just wrote everything. That's a good starting point, because if you don't know what to target, just target someone that's just like you, that has to also be engaged, and a girl or a guy that's age 20 to 28 that lives in Toronto, and you'll probably hit them well, because if you branded your website well to show your personality, they're going to relate to you like that.
Like seconds.
Yes. And you can even get more detailed and creative. If you want to target engaged couples, they're same-sex marriage, and plus they love wine, you can maybe have a picture of you like, I'm holding a camera plus wine, because you know they're going to like wine, and like you can get more creative. Or if it's coffee, you hold coffee, so you can make an ad set just for the wine lovers, an ad set just for the coffee lovers, and you get creative like that. So you can get creative down the road, but for now we're just going to make a kind of general one.
Okay.
So right now you can't see it, but I'm choosing, wine. Nothing showed up for wine, so that's kind of sad. Stuff came up. So you can choose wine as an interest. They can be a winemaker. They go to wineries. They like wine cellars, food and wine. So you can click all of that.
Okay.
And then you can choose same-sex relationships. There's 1.6 million people in Toronto that are same-sex relationship on Facebook. So that's how many people you can hit. So that's awesome. So I just clicked that. So right now, they have to be engaged between 20 and 28. Same-sex marriage, wine, coffee, plus they have to be engaged. That's who we're going to show this ad to. So that looks pretty good. We're going to go down. So what we're looking at now is the budget and schedule. Usually I always do a month at a time. And then I have a daily budget of $3. And then that looks good. And
$3 like for the ad?
For the day. So basically your ad's going to run until you've paid $3 for that ad to show on Facebook. It disappears, and then until the next day. And then the next day it shows again. It shows for $3, and then it goes away. So
I see. Okay, interesting.
So there's two ways to make a creative. So now this is the next part of Facebook ads. There's two ways to make an ad. You can post one organically on your page. So if you remember my ad I made on Facebook, I made it on Facebook, and then I made that post that was public an ad to show also on other people's newsfeed. Or you can create a new ad that you haven't posted, but it's also an ad to show in front of couples. So there's two ways. You can select a post you already made, or you can make a new post. So that's how I got that one post, this one down here. You can't see it, but it's down here. That's how I got this one to engage with all the couples in Calgary. What I did, I posted it, so then people know I'm going out there. It's good advertising. And then I also targeted that post to people that are just living in Calgary. They have to be engaged, and they have to live in Banff too as well, and be into adventure, mountains, coffee. So I chose that, and then I told them to take the win. And then that's how I got that to be such an engaging post. So that's what we're doing. So I selected that post, or you can create a new post. I create a new ad that isn't public on your Facebook page.
Oh, interesting.
So you can make one that's already public. So you're just like boosting it even more. Or
but do you recommend to have some sort of post that's all? Because if I also put that public, does it hurt to make it public on my page as well?
I think it's awesome. I think doing a bit of both, because what I like to do is always have one that's on my Facebook page, because then when all the brides start commenting on it, like it makes it look really good, because it's public on my page. If I made only ones that are like hidden that no brides see on my Facebook page, like it's all like they see it active in the marketing, but it's not on my Facebook page. So there's pros and cons to both, which is good. Yeah, so the ad's looking good. Right now I used a selected post that I've already posted, the behind the scenes shoot that I made that you helped me in, which was awesome. And then to make the ad, you just click confirm, and then this video will show to that advertising set, and for that long, for that budget, for that audience. And
for that video, is it recommended to have it uploaded on YouTube or directly on Facebook?
Directly on Facebook is what I did, because you don't want them to go to YouTube unless you do. So now the next step to that is you get to choose where they click to. So you can make them click to your website, a splash page. Sometimes it's good to experiment. Make one ad go to your homepage, one ad go to your portfolio page, one ad go to a custom page you made that like shows your portfolio and contact right under, so you can see which one's the best. Because sometimes if a couple goes, they see your work, they want to contact you right away, so then they scroll down and contact you. So that's a good way to do it too. So experiment, and then if that one's getting you the most traction, then
just keep using it.
Keep using it, gangsta. So yeah.
Okay, interesting.
That's pretty good. Now you can get more advanced with the marketing after that. So you can actually create a pixel. It's called a Facebook pixel. We're not going to do this, but I'm just going to educate you on what you can do.
Yeah.
So you can make a pixel. So if a bride goes to your website, they almost contact you, but they bounce off. You can make a new ad set that targets all the couples that went on your website but didn't contact you. So you can make a new ad that's a little more aggressive, like book me in the next 3 weeks and you get a free highlight film. Or like, you wouldn't do that, but so it's only showing the people that were interested but maybe forgot to contact you on your website. So it's like it's called retarget marketing.
Interesting. And then
yeah.
Have you used that, and like have you seen like actual people who went on it the first time and then contacted you the second time?
I've done some campaigns like that, but they weren't very productive. Like I just ended up spending more money to retarget them, and usually my first ad sets are really cheap anyways. I usually pay like 23 cents per click, 16 cents per click, which is really cheap. And yeah, so that's kind of the basics of Facebook marketing. There's a lot of content. If you go on YouTube and search Facebook marketing, oh my gosh, you will get way more advanced videos than what I just showed right now.
Interesting.
And this is still advanced, what we're talking about right now. That's still super awesome.
Yeah.
Easy to do, but you can get even more, you can nerd out about this stuff.
Well, I think what's cool is that we focus on a specific range of people.
Yes.
I think that's like huge. I think when I thought about Facebook ads, I thought the best way to do it would be to just have the general public, but it's definitely not true. I feel like whoever you're focusing on, you may get more activity out of that than
Yeah.
just a general post.
I'm just writing down your ad set that we just wrote down
Yeah,
so people
for
can
sure.
see it. I'm gonna send you this the one-on-one coaching notes, and then I'll spruce it up before I send it to you as well.
Okay.
Cool.
Perfect.
They like coffee, wine, adventure, be engaged. Cool. And then awesome. So so you can make now. There's another thing called ad copy. So you're basically what ad copy is. It's just a fancy term of saying what are you going to say on your photo. You usually want to be short. I'm Alec. I'm an awesome wedding. I'm Alec, a rad wedding videographer from Toronto. I like hanging out with cool couples, drinking wine, and capturing meaningful memories. Like you can think of different ways to like say
That's
something.
a good one.
And then that's usually how I kind of word it. I just used your name, and then say now, and then you have to have a call to action at the end of it. So the first one is like about you and your service, and how you are awesome, and how you are going to help. How you will solve their problem. So their problem is they want an awesome videographer. So that's easy going. Maybe that's how you're going to solve their problem. That's more to your business plan of your core, whatever. So and then the next part is call to action. So is it click to claim a deal? Is it learn more at my website? Or is it follow me on Instagram? Or is it check out this video or sign up for this e-letter? Like a call to action is just you want them to do something. You don't want to pay for an ad, so like just for you to say, hello, I'm Alec, I'm a videographer, without having call to action, because then there's no prompt for them that they only have 2 weeks to get a deal. Or you can make it very pushy or you can make it very low key. I like to keep it low key because that's just my marketing style. I like to keep it pretty genuine and not hardcore sales. I don't like it to be, you only got 3 weeks to get this deal and you have to do it now. Like I don't like it to be like that. I like to be an easygoing approach, like, so I can give you more examples after, but so call to action.
That definitely makes sense. So obviously I would be like, more like, my call of action would be, get in touch with me for more details about my, like, service or whatever.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So I would make 2 ads, one with a photo, one of behind the scenes photo of you working and taking video with a client, maybe even the photo I took of you with the same sex couple, because then for that ad they know, okay, this videographer is working with the same sex couple, so maybe that's good for that segment with those things. And then have also another, like you can boost like your video to be shown in front of this ad set, in front of these people, so that's a good way to show off your work. It's nice to have different ads in the mix. So basically, this is how it works. You have a Facebook campaign, and then within that Facebook campaign, you have a target. So people you're targeting, their interests, they live in Toronto, they like wine, and then you make ads to target those people. So you make one ad that is a photo, one ad that's a video, one ad that's a GIF, and then those 3 ads will be targeted to that target of people. So you can make lots of ads, you can make one ad, and they'll all be showing up in the newsfeed of the 20 to 29-year-olds that like coffee, wine, adventure that are engaged that live in Toronto. So it's kind of like in a box a little bit. So that's pretty much it. So that's how we're going to book you more weddings. We're going to make 2 ads, 3 ads that go to those interested people. You're not going to spend a lot of money because you're doing a good job at your marketing. If you made a Facebook... Now the difference is if you make a productive Facebook campaign, you're not going to pay a lot of money because you're doing a good job at showing ads to people that are interested in it. If you made a Facebook campaign that was for engaged couples, but you targeted to grandpas that want to buy socks, you're going to spend so much money because no grandpa wants to look at wedding videographers, right? So you want to be, the more specific you are, the less money you're going to spend, because Facebook wants you showing productive ads to productive people. They want it to be engaging, so they reward you with, all right, we're only going to charge them 16 cents per click because it's relevant. So that is called the relevance score. The more relevant your content is to the people you're advertising to, the less money you'll spend. So you'll see once you start your ad a relevance score.
Cool.
Here, one second. I just got to re-click it. Oh, no, we still got 9 minutes. Cool. Yeah, so do you have questions?
No, I mean, actually, I do have one thought that I thought about. How long should I keep like an ad active?
Cool.
Like,
so
once I see it's like kind of just losing interest, or I'm like, okay, like the timeline of a couple days and then cut it, have a new one. I don't know.
Yeah, so what I like to do is whenever I make a new ad set, I make it go for a month. And then I check in a week and I say, if it's really cheap for me to hit that marketing campaign, I'm like, cool, I'll keep this going. I'm getting lots of emails. Great. But if it's cost me like $2 per click, $1 per click, I'm like, shit, I did something wrong. I need to redo it. I need to fix it. So I'll cancel it and redo it. But it's a learning curve. I've been doing Facebook ads for 5 years and I'm still learning. But right away, like, it is 80% of where I get my business. And I'm telling you now, if I didn't do Facebook ads, I wouldn't have been a wedding photographer and videographer right away. Like, in high school, that's when I started shooting weddings. If I tried to just tap into my organic reach, my organic network, I maybe have 1 wedding a year, 2, maybe 3. So
which is, that's my problem. Like, to this day, I've only been depending on my organic reach. And I mean, it has been great. Like, people have been talking a lot about my service, and I have got a lot of weddings, but I just need way more to consider myself some sort of like actual working videographer, you know?
Totally. I hear you, yeah, and you've been doing so well. Like, that's why I say bravo, Alec, because you're killing it, and you're saving so much money because you don't have any cost of acquisition because it's all through your organic market. Cool.
But now I need to push myself a bit more.
Awesome. Now I'm going to turn it on you. What tips and advice do you have to someone that wants to get into wedding videography or becoming a personal brand or anything?
I do remember, well, actually, you were actually part of the start when I thought about it. I got lucky because there was just 2 different brides who asked me to film their wedding because I posted so many videos, different videos of me, vlogging or a short film, and they were like, do you want to just try to film our wedding? But after that, I took it more seriously, and my first thing was to approach people who started in wedding videography and photography. So I approached you, I approached 2 other like really great talented photographers to get their wisdom, and knowing that they're like a similar personality than mine, so whatever they recommend and the tips and the tricks, I knew that I could apply that to me.
Totally.
And then same with contract, and because my goal was just to start strong. So I didn't want to start with, I'm a wedding videographer, email me, and then I don't know, like I don't have the contract or I don't have the website. Yeah. So I wanted to just start strong and professional, even though I had no idea what I was doing. And so I just approached many people that were already going on and being successful, and then got their little tricks and their tips, and then I kind of just applied it to my own little business. So that was like, for me, starting strong is important because for me, word to mouth is huge. So if you don't start strong, people are going to start saying, yeah, I mean, he's good, but he's just not like professional level yet or whatever. And then that's, for me, it's like my biggest issue. So that's like, I guess a tip. It's just start professional and strong. Even if you don't know what you're doing, just pretend you do and go for it.
You know it. Right on, brother. Woo. No, those were awesome tips. And all of you guys in the group, feel free to contact Alec for any questions. He's doing amazing. He has amazing work. Like, I can't wait to bring him out to some of my weddings for him to add value to my work because I'm going to learn a lot from him, videography-wise. And I hope you guys got a lot out of this. If you guys ever want to contact me as well, I do offer one-on-one coaching. For now, the first 5 people that contact me will be complimentary, but after that, then we'll see. I just want to help as many people as possible, so if you want to hang out online, I've helped quite a few other photographers get into the industry and have fun with it. And it's such a meaningful way to have a really good time as a side hustle or a full-time thing that can replace your current day job or something that can transform with what you're studying at college. And you're like, sweet, I'll get my degree and then I'll be a wedding photographer. It's remarkable. So lots of benefits.
Yeah, Alex, it is. I definitely agree.
Any inspirational words before we cut off?
No, just go for it, right? I mean, that's what you and I always do, is just do what you gotta do and own it. Just go. Go. Do it.
Rock on. Alright guys, well thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed. Alec and I are going to continue after this because there's some extra stuff that I can't show. So,
secrets.
Yeah, so have a great day guys. Hope to talk to you.